what I can say, maybe I will say a few words about where I'm coming from to meet someone. Um, so the first thing, I feel that my main intention in the things that I do in life is exploring and understanding the concept of improving quality of life, which essentially means that I dedicated my own time. It's now more than 16 years that I don't really work in a normal job to understand what does it mean quality of life. I saw a few years ago an article that was shared that the UN they published about where is the countries with the highest quality of life, and number one was Finland. And then I saw another piece of content that says where is the highest suicide rate in the world, and number one was Finland. And then I was thinking about it. This is quite weird that people think if the highest quality of life is in the place where the highest suicide rate, so what does it mean quality of life? And essentially, quality of life is something that is not something that we can measure because it's a personal perspective. I saw people living in very high poverty, like in the villages in Thailand, and they were the happiest people that I ever met in my life. And so it got me very confused. Also, it very challenged my own basis because I came from business, I had money. At the time that I visited this village, I could barely basically take the money that I had in my pocket and buy the village. And still, those people were happier than most of the people that I know. So this sent me to this journey. At that point, I couldn't call it quality of life. The reason I started to call it quality of life is because my teacher, the monk who just passed away, uh, asked a question in one of the workshops that he was leading, and he asked, "What are you doing here?" And then everybody was mumbling, "I came to fix this, I came to heal this, I have these problems." And at the end of the day, he says, "You all coming to improve your quality of life." And it suddenly clicked that every given moment, every human being, whatever he is doing, is trying to improve his quality of life. And the second thing that clicked, that many of the things that we do are not actually improving our quality of life. So I'm doing something that my system, my body, my mind believes that is good for me, but not necessarily so good for me. But essentially, it's because I'm trying to improve quality of life. So let's say I have a lot of stress. Let's say drinking alcohol will solve it. And everybody who drinks alcohol will tell you, if you have a lot of stress, drink alcohol and it will solve it. Just the issue that maybe the next day you have hangover and then the problems come back. So you didn't really improve your quality of life on the bigger picture, but on the moment to moment, you helped yourself. You drink alcohol and you're feeling better. So then it pushed me into this journey of trying to figure out what is actually means improving quality of life. And so this is where I'm coming from. And the second thing, my my attitude towards all of these things is a study, is a research. So I study about myself, how can I improve my quality of life, and then when I meet someone, I'm trying to be like the best helper for that person to research how he can improve his quality of life. So the basis of all of this means that at every given moment I don't know anything, and we start again. So let's say even if I tell you you have to go and jump 5 times every day, and that will give you a lot of energy, and then you can do better business. And then you jump 5 times every day, and it doesn't help you. Okay, I don't see it as a failure. I see it as like, okay, this modality doesn't work. We look for another modality. Or let's say I tell you to jump 5 times, and you come after 3 days, and you will tell me, I think it's really stupid. I couldn't do it. And so, okay, so understand that this modality does not work for you because you're feeling uncomfortable to do it. So we need to research another modality. But the idea is that it's not like this is how it works and this is what you need to do and now everything is okay. And so it's a constant research. And what I try to do is to help people to do this research. Um, and from the same concept, but another perspective to it is that I feel that if you can do if you can become a good scientist that does like the best research on his life, so whatever problems that will arise in the future of your journey, you will be able to find ways to investigate it, to stay curious, to find solutions for your challenges. And from the other perspective, when you are not good scientists, so how do you behave? You have a headache, you go to the doctor. The doctor tells you what's your problem and what's the solution. But you don't really develop because you're just following other people's instructions and you're not really connected to what's really going on inside of you. And you can keep going to the hospital every 2 weeks and to say that you have problems with your heart. But actually you have stress. And if you don't learn to research, you don't understand that having stress feels like having a heart attack sometimes. But you have nothing in your heart, and no doctor in the world can fix it because it's something else. So you not being able to even identify what's going on inside of you, and then for sure nothing will change. So doing this research and learning to become the scientist, I think this is the basis of this work.